In today's show, lessons from the best, a footy masterclass, and what can we learn from the new Indigenous Guernsey. Hi, I'm Mark Bickley, and as we count down to the big game at the Cattery, welcome to the Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jack's Uno. Peel, match and win in store now. But first, standing tall in defence, Jordon Butts is regularly given the job of shutting down the game's most dangerous forwards. Having just signed a 3-year contract extension, Jordon's part of a young emerging backline that fans hope will be a formidable combination for years to come.
Having a good fight here. That's a good intercept mark from Butts.
I played a few games under my belt and yeah, growing in confidence each game, and also got fellow defenders as well, you know, coming off and supporting me as well, and that's what we pride ourselves on. Yeah, it's been really solid. Obviously early had some big roles on key forwards where we weren't probably at our best defensively. We certainly had a very young team and it was coming down pretty quickly. Not that we're old now, but yeah, he certainly had to learn the hard way. So he's got some great scalps for a young fella in the competition.
South Australia kicks the ball, left half back, up to centre half forward. Monchek didn't get access, but certainly did. He has his way. He kicks for Ginnivan. It's going to be a tough ask. And Butts punches it back for Adelaide.
The bonus with Butts is, I think he's 198, so he's actually a little bit taller than what you think as well. So you can play on Harry McKay and Curnow, those 200 centimetre blokes. Tommy Hawkins, a bigger, stronger player. Dixon. And then yeah, you go down to 178 centimetre Jamie Elliott. So he can certainly, at his best, when he's playing well, he can play on a range of opposition forwards. Yeah, I do enjoy the variety and different sort of challenges. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's footy, and I'm happy to play on whoever and get the job done for the team. Yeah, we do have a young backline group, and yeah, I think, as I said before, with the team, we're growing in confidence, and yeah, we're really supporting each other back there, and we enjoy playing with each other. Yeah, we're coming into games expecting to win, and yeah, playing with a lot more confidence on game day, and it really shows with the results we're having.
Jordon will no doubt have his work cut out today. So too, father-son recruit Max Michaelani. His impressive debut season highlights the outstanding work of the club's junior academies. Every 2 months, AFL players join the next generation and father-son squads and help them with everything from goal kicking to proper nutrition. Most recently, it was the turn of Isaac Rankin, Shane McAdam and Josh Rochelle.
Like a lot of clubs, we've got this academy process where we can bring players in and give them a real ultimate experience of what it's like within inside the four walls of the club. So essentially they get access to the players, the coaches and the staff, and they get a bit of an insight in their talent pathway year of what it's going to look like should they get drafted. The Crows Academy is a part of the South Australian talent pool, and one of our responsibilities is to increase that talent pool so it's a strong state league and underage pathway.
A couple of their experienced campaigners work together. And well done, Michaelani. So composed.
We've had some great success over the last few years with, more recently, Max Michaelani, who's accustomed himself to AFL footy really well. He came through our academy program, and prior to that we've had Tariq Newchurch and James Boylace, who are playing some really good state league footy for the club.
Gives the best to another player slips over. That was Darren Jarman. Tregenza sprints clear, wings it in towards Whitney, who marks 60 metres from goal.
Caleb Tregenza is from the Danielle Football Club. He's playing under 16 footy there. He's coming through their talent pathway. Son of Simon Tregenza, who was an inaugural Crow and played 100 games, life member. So again, part of our responsibility within our academy program is to support Caleb and his journey at the Glenelg Footy Club.
We learn about a bit nutrition, about pre-game and after the game what sort of food we should eat and how to hydrate better and, you know, put your body to the best capability you can, I guess.
Great to see that 6 graduates from the Crows Academies have made it onto AFL lists. Stay with us after the break when the underdog Crows stunned the AFL.
As famous as they come for this Adelaide Crows, a round 1 shock.
Welcome back. Each week on the show, we check in with Flight Centre about our next opponent. Well, 3 years ago, James Rayleigh jumped on a plane, left Geelong and joined the Crows coaching panel. The former Rising Star nominee still has some close ties with the Cats and knows what they're capable of.
Not that they want to obviously lose their first few games, but they definitely build into the year, and I think usually around 5 or 6 they really get going, and they've obviously been covering the ground really well. Their work around the ball and the contest has been amazing, and obviously they've been able to get it forward to their pretty potent forward line.
Their 11th time leading goal kicker for number 8 for the first time in his career, and he is a craftsman. He brings that back to perfection. He knows it. The crowd know it. Where were you when?
Yeah, I've contacted Hawk the last couple of weeks, but I'm not contacting him this week because he's since I've contacted him, he's been kicking goals. So I might stay off the phone this week. Yeah, it was a real transitional period that I was there, and had a great time with my footy career there. Had a lot of injuries and didn't have the career I wanted to in the end, but I was a little bit lucky where I finished when I think I retired when I was about 28, and then I was still at a good age, so I went overseas for a year, and then the club asked me to come back in a coaching role.
Geelong have won! Geelong, the Cats are into the prelim!
To coach in that era, which I think is one of the best eras, through 07, 08, Geelong obviously got beaten by Hawthorn, but then 09, and then a lot of people doubted Geelong in 2011, so it was great to have that win.
Another player who hails from down Geelong way is Ned McHenry. Now in his 5th year at the Crows, he does have a favourite memory as he recalls in a coffee catch-up with Ben Keys, all thanks to Jack's Cafe at Hungry Jack's.
Massive thanks to Hungry Jack's for all your support with the Adelaide Crows. We really appreciate what you do for us. Guys, so excited about this one today. It's the one we've all been waiting for. It's Nettie, little Nip McHenry. Nettie, welcome to the show.
Keezy, thank you for having me, mate. I've obviously watched the show for a while, so to finally be on it now is awesome. Thank you.
Nettie, tell us a little bit about where you were drafted from, where you played your footy before you joined the Adelaide Crows.
I grew up in Macedon, a small town there, and I played for the Macedon Cats and then moved to Geelong, actually. So played with the Geelong Falcons in the TAC Cup, Vic Country, and was lucky enough to get drafted here.
Did you have any idea that you were going to be drafted to Adelaide?
Had a bit of a gut feel that Adelaide was a possibility, Keezy. We had Port Adelaide was a later pick as well. My manager said it was likely that might have been one of those teams, so I had to get my head around the fact I'm most likely to be moving into state, and it ended up happening that way, and I'm really grateful I'm here, mate, so it's awesome.
Mate, you recently lined up for your 50th, or it might have been 51st game now you've played, which is incredible for someone so young, so that's massive credit to you. But tell us, in those 50 games, what's been your favourite Crows moment to date so far?
Yeah, mate, there's so many that stand out, so many great wins that we've had and shared together, all as teammates. But the one that stands out, and we talk about it a lot, is the Geelong game.
I knew you were going to say that.
I knew you were going to say that. We talk about the Geelong game a lot, but I love the Geelong game. That was obviously a team that I loved growing up, living there. All my friends and family watched and support them. So to come on, play that game and start the year off so well, that was one that really stands out.
Colin Jasney, the pressure's going up and up and up. Look at that. 3 Crows piling on top of the one Geelong player.
Yep, that was round 1, 2021, so a bit of time ago now. Love this chat, mate. Thank you so much. Giving a lot to the show.
Thank you so much, mate. Thanks for having me, and good luck with the rest of the show. Hosting beautifully.
Let's hope for a similar result this afternoon. Still to come on the show, taking the youngest players to the next level. Younger Crows at SANFL level aspire to join this list of players who have represented the club at the highest level. The development team is led by Marco Bello, a multiple premiership winner at Central District. Thanks to Bendigo Bank, let's take a closer look at what they're up to.
Yeah, we basically have building blocks that the players come in from the first to third year especially. We look to basically build their habits from on-field, the technical, tactical components to it, as well as the physical. Do they have an understanding of the game style with the tactical component? The technical, are they working on their craft? Are they building the right habits to ensure that they're improving in that area? The physical components, working with the HPT staff to get to a level where they can play AFL football consistently. And then the other pillars are the off-field ones that we spoke about with regards to off-field. What are they doing to get their headspace away from football at times and to ensure that they've got something to look forward to away from football. It's a very strong breeding ground, and the SNFL do a very good job of making sure that the competition is at a very high level. So the experience that our guys have had over the last couple of years, you know, from not winning too many games in 2021 to playing finals last year, and again this year playing a strong brand of football.
The intended target of Cook, worried out of it was O'Neill. McHenry working it forward. Strawn, there seems to have found a little bit of time and space in which to move. Sends it up now towards Haley, who cruises to 40 and punishes South Adelaide on the turnover.
It enables us to play at the highest level. That's the stepping stone for us, is to play finals SANFL football, because that's as close as you're probably going to get to a round 1 to 22 AFL football game. It allows us to challenge those AFL players to continue to push themselves. So it's an all-encompassing structure that enables us to play a good brand of football both at SANFL and AFL.
Those young guys are certainly in good hands. Well, as we witnessed against Collingwood, the best way to see the footy is at the ground. So make sure you have your seats for all the action this year with an Adelaide Crows membership. Flexible and affordable memberships start from $35 a game. Join the Crows family today at crowsmembership.com.au. Now, all players have just a few hours each week when they can turn off and forget about football. This year, Jones Radiology is giving us a clearer picture of what they do to relax. Today, it's the turn of the Big Easy, Elliot Himmelberg, who likes sharing some of his time with teammates.
Giants backing off a little, so that gave him room to kick to half forward, and Himmelberg.
Hey guys, Elliot Himmelberg here. These are 3 photos that mean a lot to me and my upbringing and my journey so far. First photo here, I've got myself and my partner Georgie. We're in America at Disneyland. This photo means a few things. I've got a bit of family over in America, so this was a part of a whole family trip and me and Georgie's first trip away together, so symbolising maybe a new family and old visiting relatives. Second photos, myself and Matthew Pavlich. I was a Freo fan growing up, so it was really cool to meet and have a chat, pick the brains of probably my favourite footballer growing up. So yeah, that was really awesome. Third photo is just me and Will Hamill and Jordon Butts. We're at the movie club. A few of us go to a few movies regularly, and I really love film. And try and drag as many boys along to see as many movies as we can throughout the year. It's become a pretty lucrative club, so really enjoy getting that off field.
Time off was never an issue when I played because we all had full-time jobs. And what was also disappointing is that we missed out on playing in one of the showcase events of the modern game, Indigenous Round. Shortly, we'll hear the special story about this year's Crows Guernsey. The club's spectacular new Indigenous Guernsey makes its game day debut today when the Sandful team takes on North Adelaide. It will later feature in the AFL's designated Sir Doug Nicholls rounds 10 and 11. The jumper has been designed by April Campbell, auntie of AFLW player Danielle Ponter.
I knew that my auntie April painted, but I honestly I've never met her before this, so I did reach out to my mum and then connected with April through Facebook and seen if she was interested, and she was, and she started painting straight away. It's amazing that I've been able to connect with her through her artwork, and it's just amazing, and that the round is so much more than just a game of football, and I think this is, you know, just really proves that point.
I have learned when I was like 5 years old to watching grandmother telling stories on sands, showing all these designs, so you know I can do designs on the paintings. These big circles represented stadium yellow and supporters sitting around and watching football. Crows footprints represented women's. This side men's. Well, I feel really proud. Yeah. Proud of myself first, because I, did this painting. It's, look really bright on Guernsey.
To finally see it all come together and to have the boys and the females run out, and it will be something incredibly special for me, and I just can't wait to be a part of it myself, but I also can't wait for the fans to see and hear this beautiful story and artwork. It's the white lines along here that really resonated with me, and they represent the sort of journey that us as players who are represented through the Crows' feet leave, and these lines represent the young people following in those footsteps. So I think the round in itself is really special, and it's something that I love being a part of, and I love the girls and how they are at the club, just wanting to know more and wanting to learn more every single year.
Danielle and her AFLW teammates will get to wear the Guernsey later in the year. Okay, now it's time to find our crow in the crowd. Whenever you take a photo of yourself or a friend at one of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyers1. Plenty of fans to choose from. Let's settle on you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au with photo ID to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. And with Toyota's help, we're also asking you to provide a highlight from your local match. This week's winner shows a familiar face. The Big Sauce kicked a lazy 6 goals for Flagstaff Hill, and his good mate, Olympic gold medalist Kyle Chalmers, was there to capture the moment. Remember, if you record a special moment from your local competition, simply email your entry to crowsshow@afc.com.au to be in the running to win a Crows merchandise pack. That's about all we have time for on today's Crows Show. Make sure you keep an eye on the club's website for all the latest news, and check out our social media accounts: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for your company, and I look forward to joining you again next Sunday at midday on 7, just before we play the Saints. Go the Crows! Brought to you by Hungry Jack's Uno. Peel, match and win in store now.